Hello, spiritual seeker. This is Deepa Lou, and I'm the creative mystic. And I ring this bell to awaken you to your divine presence that's within you 24/7. And this is a ritual that I have, that I start my podcast with each time I do this podcast for you. Because, for me, it's all about how do we connect with that divine presence that's within us, outside of us, all around us. And we need something, a reminder, a ritual, an action, a behavior that helps us do that. And so today, or I should say last week, you know, Divine Mother wanted me to talk about the power of ritual, of a candle ritual that's done each day, and about how it's, light, that you light the candle and it empowers you. And so today she wanted me to talk a little bit more this week and also do the actual candle ritual for you. But we're going to talk a little bit more about empowerment, because I find for a lot of spiritual seekers, especially women, we have some challenges with that word power. We don't own our power completely. Obviously, there are men too who don't own their power completely, but how can we actually stand in that power and own ourselves as the powerful beings that we are, the spiritual beings that we are? And part of doing this candle ritual for empowerment, which is what Mother Mary wanted me to do, what Divine Mother wanted me to do today for you, is about one, the intention that you're having as you do it. So, in order to have the right intention, you have to have some understanding about what empowerment is, what power is, because often people have thought about power as power over someone else, and they think power is control, of controlling someone else. But empowerment really is about you taking 100% responsibility for everything that's in your life. And see, that's owning the powerful being that you are. Now, a lot of times when people hear that, they resist it. They're afraid of it because that means everything that's happening in your life that you don't like, you're responsible for it. And they hear that word responsibility as fault or blame. And then that makes them feel like something's wrong with them or that they've done something wrong. And no, the true empowerment comes from one, understanding that you are truly this spiritual being that has this infinite possibilities and power within you. Okay. And that there are these spiritual laws that are operating around us 24/7, every single day. Okay. And we have the opportunity to learn more about these laws and have deeper understanding and learn how to apply them so that you can actually create a life you love. So whether you're wanting to step into your holy calling or just have a happier life or have a more prosperous life, when you understand these spiritual laws and how to apply them, it's one of the ways you empower yourself. Now you might be thinking, now, how is this ritual of lighting a candle going to help empower me to understand the laws, and apply them? Because at some point, you're actually applying one of the spiritual laws when you do this candle ritual, because there are these laws operating all the time, and our thoughts, our energy, our emotions are manifesting, are creating each and every moment. And what most people do is they let their thoughts just kind of default to whatever their programming is in their subconscious mind, and they continue to manifest and create things in their life that they don't like. And so, if you want to start to change that and become the powerful being that you are, you want to start having that clear intention each day. And by lighting this candle, you're making that intention. You're making the intention and the act, the behavior to affirm that one, you are a spiritual being. Two, you are a powerful being. Okay. And three, you want to affirm, and this is key, that you're responsible for what's going on, that's the actual great thing. When you actually own that you're responsible for everything in your life, that means you can change anything in your life. Okay? Doesn't mean you're stuck with it or that you did something wrong. It means that, oh, the first step in understanding these spiritual laws is that I'm actually the creator of my life, of everything that's happening. And that means I can choose to change it. See, rather than feeling like life is just happening to you, you get to be the creator of it and make choices of doing different things. So this ritual is about helping you to affirm the powerful being that you are. Now, obviously, there's going to be some next steps after, because the more you understand more deeply how these spiritual laws operate, how to apply them, because a lot of people have heard about these spiritual laws, but they don't know how to apply them, or they have some superficial understanding of how to apply them, and so they don't get the results they want. And then they think it doesn't work. You know, the biggest one everybody knows about is the law of attraction from The Secret. But The Secret only touched the surface of how it works. And so in your life, if you're feeling like life is happening to you, or that you're not feeling empowered to that you can create a life you love or have what you desire in your life, you know, this intention of just affirming that you're a powerful being can just start to crack the door, to crack your mindset, your thoughts, your beliefs, that, oh, maybe something can be different. Because that's the beginning of stepping into your power, is believing and starting to know that, wait a minute, things can be different. I can make a different choice. I can do something different. You know, and when I make a different choice, that is then owning my power that I have, and then that different choice can start to lead to a different life, a different manifestation in your life when you own that. Okay. So, as we're doing this candle ritual, I really want you to start to affirm that you're going to start to stand in your power and start to study the things you need to study, start to get the support you need to be able to apply these laws and to own your power. Not from, like I said, perspective of that of blame or fault, but from a perspective of that you're a powerful being. It's one of the things I do when I work with my clients is I help each client to step into the powerful being that they are by understanding the spiritual laws that are operating in your life 24/7, how to apply them, how to start to, you know, change your thoughts and your programming so that you can have new thoughts and new behaviors. You know, how do you start to actually create a life you love and believe that it's possible? And the first step in creating a life you love is you have to start to believe it's possible. You have to start to believe that you have something you can do to make it different. Okay. So, this ritual, I really want you to think about what I've said and really hold that energy. So, if you're at home and you can do this ritual, you're actually live with your own candle, that's great. But if you can't, and you just want to take part of it, like maybe you're in a moment where you're not feeling that powerful and you need to really kind of settle in on it, you can watch this video. Obviously, if you're listening to the podcast, just the audio, uh, you can just listen along and kind of feel the vibration and envision it in your mind. But if you can actually watch the video, get your own candle, do the ritual. And what I'm going to recommend, obviously, is if you can make that commitment to get up each day and do this ritual somewhere in your day, as preferably in the morning, first thing, so you can start your day in that empowered place. All right. So let's just take a moment now. Now that I've kind of set the tone of what you're wanting to affirm and that you really are this powerful being. Now bring your hands together in prayer position in front of your heart. And you always start with an intentional prayer. And I always talk about a prayer demand, not a begging prayer, the prayer affirming and knowing that Divine Mother has your back. your higher power has your back and that you're not alone. And so that you have an intentional prayer that you can say aloud or silently. Now I'm going to do one aloud just to do this ritual. And take those deep belly breaths as you have your hands in prayer position. And if you're watching the video, just to close your eyes for a moment as you do this prayer. And if you're listening to the audio, so keep your eyes closed and just imagine. Take one more deep belly breath where the belly rises with the inhalation and falls with the exhalation. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Great Spirit of the universe, we ask that our hearts and minds be open and receptive to the transformation, to the blessings from Divine Mother, and to the transformative act of lighting this candle, of awakening myself to my divine being, to my spiritual self that resides within me each and every moment. And then I awaken to my spiritual self that is here every moment. And that as I light this candle, I am lighting the candle, the light, the divine light that's within me, which is my spiritual self. I allow this candle, the lighting of this candle, to affirm the divine light that is ever present in my soul, ever present in my heart. And I allow myself to just focus my energy and attention on this divine light. And then just slowly open your eyes and intentionally light the candle with the knowing that you are this spiritual being, this powerful being, powerful beyond measure. Just gaze into the flame, knowing this flame is your divine light, that you are one with the divine light that is in this flame and that's within you. This divine light of empowerment, of your power. Knowing as you look at this flame in the candle that the divine light within you is always there, looking to empower you to step into your power of being this spiritual, creative being that's here to make a difference in the planet, to make a difference in your life, a difference that brings you to the joyful, abundant being that you really are. And that this flame can melt away any of those false beliefs that you're a victim, that you can't make a different choice, that you can't do anything different. Because the empowerment comes when you know that you can choose something different. And to continue to stare at the flame of just knowing I am this powerful being, powerful beyond measure. I have infinite possibilities through all of my infinite choices. Peace. Amen. And as you finish off your ritual, just affirm that you're carrying this into your day, into each moment of your day. Thank you for taking part of this ritual with me. And again, I recommend you do it if you can daily in the morning before you start your day and go out there. So you can start your day in an empowered place. Okay. If you'd like to get your own candles, feel free to check the links I've put down. These are one of my favorite candles for shorter spiritual practices. And if you're ready or desiring some help to step into your power of stepping into your holy calling or your next step, feel free to take part of my next step connection call. That's a gift. Again, that link will be in the show notes. All right. And remember, greatness is within you. It's time to let it out. Blessings.